Hey there, it's Montina Portis, and yes, we are in the studio. Man, we've had some amazing guests today so far, but guess what? We're standing up here with something really special that you get to be a part of. Let me introduce Thad Oviatt. So Thad is the founder and CEO. He's an Atlanta native. I'm gonna tell you what he's founder and CEO of. He attended Georgia Tech and Georgia Southern, where he earned multiple degrees. His startup is based on his college project and runs ParkENT, with the E-N-T. I'll let him tell us about that. Cycles out of his garage. Okay, he's a startup, I'm a startup. We met years ago, and this was not here years ago, it was a prototype. So Thad, we're in the studio, we're doing it a little bit different. Tell us about this device.
Okay, well, it's part of ParkENT Cycles, ParkENT, because we ensure trust that your bicycle will be there when you get back. And the idea is that this is an electronic bicycle rack.
Nice.
And the whole idea is that as you're riding around town, you have a bike lock, you lock it up to stuff, but when you come back out, you don't know if the bike's actually going to be there or not, and rightly so.
Right.
Because it only takes 30 seconds with today's modern power tools to pop through any bike lock that's on the market today.
30 seconds.
Less than
That's
that.
it.
Less than
Wow.
that even. Yeah.
I'd like to see that on video.
I've seen, actually, great thing is, because this is YouTube, you go on YouTube, do bike theft breaking, bike lock breaking, and there's tons of videos out there to show you how to do it, even down to using a big pen to break into a U-lock.
Get out of here. Okay, I don't want to get my bike stolen, so tell me about this right here.
So this is the electronic bike rack. We call it the Green Monster. And the idea is that it hugs your bike.
Oh, right here.
Hugs your bike with steel arms, actual steel arms here that actually move up and down to fit many different types. It's very easy to move up and down.
It is. Let's see here.
Yeah,
Yes.
very easy to move up and down. With these steel arms here actually have rods inside of them. So when you come up to one of these actual devices, you would push your bicycle into here. The wheel would actually sit down on the bottom of the cradle there, and you'd actually pull out a key card,
Nice.
like one of these, just like a blue Marta Breeze card, something like that. Or you'd actually use a phone app, which we're still working on, to be able to access the device here. And once you activate it, there are bars that actually come down the arms here that stop this gated motion from happening. So it makes a nice bar across the middle there, and another bar comes out through the bottom here to go through the spokes of your wheel. So not only is your frame locked up, but your wheel's locked up as well. So that way you can go enjoy something and not have to worry about your bicycle being stolen.
Okay, so how did you come up with this in college? I know I did some things in my master's program, and we had to form a business. So tell us why an electronic bike rack.
Okay, well, I'm an engineer, and I was coming up to senior project time, and a friend of mine had 2 bicycles stolen in 1 week.
Sucks.
The second time, they left the cut bike lock chain on the ground with a sticky note that had smiley face and thanks written across it.
Wow.
And I was like, that completely sucks. I want to help you out. I want to be a friend to help you out. And that's the one I was like, well, bike locks are great, but there's really no structure out there to lock a bicycle. We have bike racks, but bike racks it's no different than a horse and hitch.
Right.
It has not changed at all in the entire hundreds of years that bicycles have been around.
You're right about that. So we got the bike rack. Now, why did you started that because your friend's bike was stolen, but is bicycle theft really a problem? I mean, people are driving, we're catching Uber, is a big problem.
Bicycle theft, surprisingly, is, well, there's one stolen every 30 seconds. That's over 1 million stolen each year. It's a $350 million problem each year.
Wow. Now, is this on college campuses, at apartment communities? Because my daughter had her bike stolen. And man, I can tell you as a parent, I was upset. It's not about the money or getting another bike, but where could we actually see contraptions like this or use them?
You'd be able to see these when we get them out into the public on university campuses.
Okay.
You'd be able to see them actually in retail areas. You'd be able to see them out even on parks and trails, because this is a completely low power unit, 12 volts only. It can be solar powered and be put out anywhere it needs to be and just be put down, anchored down, and just start working.
Man, this is fantastic. Now, we do have a bike here. We'll show you a demonstration, as you'll see here in just a moment. But how can the Atlanta metro area benefit from now, is it ParkENT or ParkENT cycles?
It's both, actually. We say ParkENT, ParkENT.
Okay.
We use for explaining. This is going to help the Atlanta metro area, because now you're going to be able to ride your bike around town, not have to worry about it being stolen. For people who want to do multimodal transportation to work, right now they do not really justify you riding your bicycle to a MARTA station or something like that, because they can't track you riding to that MARTA station. Now with this, they know exactly when you've locked up at that station.
Wow.
Also in the community with these out in the area, we're technology agnostic, which means that as new tech comes down the line, we get these out. We can do Wi-Fi hotspots. So that means that you can actually go out and once you block your bike in, be able to log on to something. It's going to push out retail stores beyond their actual brick and mortar boundaries.
Wow, now let me tell you this, as we're wrapping up the segment today in the studio, Thad, what if we have, for instance, people ride their bikes here in our office suites, they actually ride their bikes to work. What if we have a business owner that says, look, I want this outside of my restaurant, my cafe, can they just get in contact with you and maybe set this up and you can take it there to them?
Yeah, you can get in contact with us at ParkENTCycles.com.
Okay.
I'm Thad, Thad, at ParkENTCycles.com. You can also reach us at Mark at ParkENTCycles.com.
All of the information's
PNT.
right here on your screen. Don't worry about getting that.
Definitely. And we would talk to them and we'd actually set up a sale for them, be able to put it out there,
Okay.
bolt it down, and that way they'd be able to start automatically. In fact, they could even charge for bicycle parking if they wanted to.
Oh, that is fantastic. We gotta go. Now, you'll see here where we're actually gonna do a quick demonstration for you of how you can get your bike in the rack and keep it safe and not get stolen.
Okay. So you take it and you grab the bicycle just right here, nice and easy. Grab the arm thing right here and you just go ahead, push it right on in. And then you would just sit there and check the spokes because there's gonna be a bar coming through the bottom here. The bars come down, lock this in place, and that's locked in, and you go have fun. Then you come back, you just go ahead and you activate it, it disengages, you take it, and pull it right out, and you're good to go.
Thad, thanks for being an awesome guest.
Thank you very much for having me.
You'd like to be in the studio and be a guest on one of our segments, all of our contact information is right here. We love having startups and entrepreneurs and business owners on the show. I'll see you next time.